Yow! What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Essentials TF coverage of the DreamHack Atlanta Team Fortress 2 tournament. We are heading up on our final group stage game of the day. We just saw Zone 6 pull out a very close win and against the Kyle Fett Experience. We're going to be watching Zone 6 again, this time against the COOKOUT crew. I'm Eckstein, joined again by Iyer. Iyer, having fun?
Yeah, definitely having fun out here in Atlanta. How about you? You having fun?
Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure. Just did a quick little loop around the festival floor. Seems like a lot of people out there as well having a good time. And I know the Team Fortress people excited that we finally got these games going. And I'm sure that they're going to be pugging all night as well, just getting more games in, probably after a little bit of a dinner break or something. But everybody's excited to be here. We had a great vibe, and yeah, should be another fun match here. Looks like we're gonna be heading to Sunshine, a classic map, and a little bit of a different vibe than Snakewater, right, Iyer?
Yeah, definitely. Sunshine, a little more open, a little more wide of a map, but just a really different dynamic overall. You see a little less favorable to these soldiers with how bumpy the ground is that can eat your splash rockets, you know.
Yeah, true.
Just makes them a little more dominant. I mean, scouts are going to be a little more dominant in this game, and I definitely expect this game as a whole to be a little more dominant on the half of Zone 6. They are going up against COOKOUT crew over here on the blue team of Sunshine. So understanding it's a team that was a little bit scuffed, a little bit of a last-minute effort, but we appreciate them all the same, making the effort to come out here and play their game for sure.
Yeah, shout out to COOKOUT crew. A lot of players utilizing the free play area here, but COOKOUT crew was actually the first TF2ers that I spotted here, besides the lovely production crew, because I was like wandering around the BYOC. I saw 4 people sat next to each other playing Team Fortress. And I kind of, trolled them. I was like, isn't this game like 20 years old, and then they're like, oh, Eckstein. I sold them some hot sauce as well. But, yeah, hopefully they can bring the spicy gameplay as we are underway here with COOKOUT crew on blue, Zone 6 on red. And game is live. Our first mid-fight about to take place here. As you see Comp, team leader on the demo man.
Yeah, just taking around this left side on the mid. Big bomb in at the start for Frick by Nick, and it will be killed, but 4 frags back the other way here, as it is almost a wipe. Just a scout holding on for dear life over here for COOKOUT crew, but mid solidly the way of Zone 6 here.
Yeah, good action there from Scream, picking up a 3K on mid.
Yeah, we see Alfredo Dan already peeking his head on into last, just trying to get a little bit of damage on these respawners here, showing just what a dominant mid-win can net you here. And so they will start to slow down, just get this Uber, get on into lobby, and then start to see what they can do on this last hold here. So with the pressure being so immediate, we see Blue opting for that heavy instead of the engineer, not thinking they're going to have time to get a level 3 sentry gun up. With Heavy just posted up here behind point, strong right side hold, spamming down to lower as this Uber is going to take in. Alfredo Dan going high in the sky, and Classy's going to be the first to go down here, and Comp right after. Scream again. Big kills.
Yeah, taking out the medic and the demo man, pretty much what you want. Then they're just going to be able to roll on the point and get the quick round.
Yeah, even finishing with the bucket of chicken there on the last point is Scream. And I mean, look at Scream. Scream won that mid, Scream won that last. It was the Scream show. As we're straight on into the second round. Gonna be Comp, beefing the rollout a little bit, just missing the sticky on the wall. Gonna put his team a little behind the 8 ball on this one.
Yeah, we'll see what the COOKOUT crew can get brewing here. Flames pretty quick into the corner here. Now trying to jump around into choke. Not actually able to get much damage there. Cleaned up by Bear pretty quickly. Bear is now going for his own jump across and pulling the attention of other players around. Classic will get picked out by that Alfredo Dan pipe.
Yeah, not much to say about that mid. It was great teamwork between Bear and the scouts there. Bear drawing all the eyes with that bomb. Not quite a kill there. Honda Frick my Nick. Just gonna survive. And yeah, again we see a quick second cap out here for Zone 6. Already starting to pressure into the last. Frick my Nick taking a deep peek on that left side. Creation is again going to take the super in. Straight to that heavy. Gonna be cleaned up. A lot of cap time already on the point. We just have to see a little bit more. Few frags coming back. Flames able to even things up before we trade out. It's a 2v2. All of a sudden, Scout ulti duo here on the last. The medic just putting a lot of cap time on there. It's getting the medipick down, but it's the Scout still in play with the melee scream. It's brutal, and he gets the medipick. Yeah, you don't even care that you bled out. That is BM from Scream.
Yeah, Benny, Minion, Carnage, Johnson, Bowling trying to push out the right-hand side is going to run into Bear, who picks up 2, trading with Comp at the end there, but that's still pretty beneficial for Zone 6.
Yeah, Crispy Directs there, showing the medic DM with those projectiles coming out. They're exploding now. They're easier to hit than arrows. So it will be a temporary roadblock here for Zone 6 as they are building out that Uber advantage on second. Once they get that, they will just be pushing on into last. Again, even though they had enough time, no engineer coming out for, not the Kyle Fly experience, for the Cookout crew. Some people maybe just not preferring it, you know? That's the thing.
Yeah, and Creation almost having this Uber charge with that late kill on Classy. They do know that they got a pretty good advantage, built that charge up pretty aggressively as well, and again, just laser focused on getting that demo man. We'll finish off Pong as well. Heavy weapons on the point. Gets taken out. Bear bounced backwards, getting the kill on Flame. It does look like Zone 6 going to be able to zone out the Cookout crew and get the second point.
Yeah, and we see there from Zone 6, really just well-executed focus fire. Everyone knew who they needed to fight, and they did it. And that's really just the hallmark of these top teams. What you really see is just the coordination, the communication, all being there on point, and all adding up to another very dominant round to win here for Zone 6.
Yeah, clean push into last. Right now, Alfredo Dan getting out there on top of Shed. Has to wait for an arrow now, but the team catching up to him. And Flames for the Cookout crew looking to maybe get a bomb coming out of Cafe. Being very patient with it, however.
Yeah, could be the right play.
Nice.
A nice direct. Misses the first rockets. It's just to finish with style for Flames. As will get that kill onto Creation, but it is a consolation. The team wipe still here, just one player up to try and stem the tide in the last. And it is a tide. We already see 2 players poking forward here. Alfredo Dan putting some stickies forward. Will even get a kill. The spawn camp. That is what can happen. And if you're not careful. For everyone that gets comped though, or caught by comp.
Shout out to Pong on the blue team here on Cookout crew. He's an old school Team Fortress player. Said he played with Bear way back in the day. And chat just a second ago says, I haven't played in 8 years. So happy to have him back. Cool to see an old player returning.
Yeah, it's always cool to see people come back and still be a part of the TF2 community, even if they've kind of moved on in time. So that's always good to see, especially on LAN.
Yeah, of course, shaking off that rust can be pretty rough.
Yeah, definitely.
I can testify to that.
Yeah, especially with the game having kind of changed as much as it has. All these new configs, new rules, new players. It's wacky stuff. Brave new world.
New strategies, new approaches, new styles for sure.
But it's still TF2.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, a lot of the fundamentals are still alive, are still there. Keep your medic alive. You know, don't believe easy deaths. Force Uber charges, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Frick My Nick trying to get in there to force an Uber charge does score a rocket onto Classy. Classy will be able to hold on and not pop. Manny Minion, Carnage, Johnson, Bolin going behind.
Yeah,
it does
1, 2, and the arrow's coming out. Oh.
Yeah, Creation slipping in some arrow heal, so wasn't ready to pop that Uber charge. Yeah. Did get damaged pretty good, but not enough to force the Uber.
That actually might have favored them in the end, because while the arrows were out, you actually can't be forced on that Uber.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And Alfredo Dan getting dropped there, but Creation now popping the Uber charge, just focusing on Scream here and seeing if Scream can get some kills. Frick My Nick bombing in towards the Demo Man and the Medic. Not able to get the kill right now. Blue team is protecting this last point. Scream, though, just trying to edge the cap. Will be able to get it quite a long ways. Krispy Kreme and Bear swooping in to finish the capture.
Yeah, that's one of the key features we see of the Sunshine last point there. That fence that sort of separates the actual last point and spawn area. If you can trap people in their spawn, that essentially means they're as good as dead. They can't effectively fight the people who are capping the point. And so that's a really key thing to look out for on these last holds. Ooh, Alfredo Dan beefing the rollout into Valley. Neither of these demo men having a great time actually getting to mid.
Yeah, comp a little bit faster, but very damaged up. Alfredo Dan will be able to snipe him with a sticky before an arrow from Classy could possibly fly in there. Star Raptor going down, and really just one frag for the Cookout crew as they bleed a couple more players. We also got Frick My Nick behind, trying to trap in Classy. The flank from Bear will combine to get the kill. Another nice rocket from Bear, getting the kill on Pong. And, well, the team was wiped. Now Demo Man and Heavy Weapons guy respawning with the pressure on from Zone 6. They don't even have an overcharge yet.
Yeah, Bear really starting to groove on Soldier into this map. Not his known main class, obviously, but he's got some experience. Now he's got some chops showing him off here on Sunshine. As we see, again, this heavy defense come out. It's been effective at stopping some bombs, but, you know, obviously with 3 rounds on the board for Zone 6, you might want to see a little bit of more of a change-up. Bit of position, but this Scout just taking a combo fight and somehow still alive so long. But Scream will clean up the end, and, you know, no harm, no foul for Zone 6.
Yeah, Banny Minion dodging a lot of those shots, but at the same time also not really connecting with a whole lot of shots. Pong getting thrown up in the air and then hit with the air shot. A blue team getting pushed off the point by Alfredo Dan. They're going to be able to get the capture, and Pong realizing he got dominated pretty hard there.
Yeah, not content to let Flames get the only nice rocket in this game. Bear showing off a little bit, but it looks like Bear is on Pyro. We are seeing the Mirror Man strat. Frick My Neck will take the Demo Man, and yeah, it is full chaos theory out here from Zone 6, trying to take this last round in some very unique fashion. And look at Frick My Neck go. He's already in choke.
Yeah, Alfredo Dan with the super aggressive bomb on Soldier. Now Scream coming in here. Oh, can't hit the Market Garden, but flying in very aggressively for sure.
Yeah. I think the flight I took here flew at a lower altitude. But yeah, Frick My Neck again just spamming this choke out on the Demo Man. Scream trying to go in. Scream actually playing his main now, ironically.
And will be some frags going down. Krispy Kreme on the Heavy Weapons guy. Going to be able to solo cap mid here.
Yeah, just putting up that turret on the Natasha, which does let the Heavy be quite mobile, actually. You know, not what you would typically think of the big man.
Yeah, the Tommy Slav there.
Oh, I always tend to use the Natasha. The Natasha, far worse, but to play against with that slowdown effect. But Natasha really able to be a bit more nimble. I've seen a lot of good Highlander players utilize that, but it's a 2-for-1 trade.
Yeah, aggressive play is in by Pong and Flames, but they will get cleaned out.
That it will be. Ends in a 3v5. This comp just trying to back out here by a bit of time with those sticky traps for his team. 8 seconds on those respawns if he wants to delay for them. But it looks like he's just going to get boxed in on this point, caught out, and the Uber be forced down in the shutter. Awkward position. Not going to be able to get much done. Just that kill on the screen, but it looks like even getting body blocked on the steps. Oh, perfect from Alfredo and knew exactly what he had to do until he got 2-shot. Sometimes you just frag better out of the Uber. Yeah,
meanwhile in the lobby, Bear trying to keep the pressure up. Flames will be able to clear him out, though.
Yeah, it will be a solid second cap up here for the Soldiers. And, yeah, comp the out of last spy. You love to see it. And I actually have seen this a few times before. If your team can sort of generate a bit of a distraction, obviously no one's going to expect this. So it can be quite actually good at getting a decloak and, yeah, just bear the awareness. And actually, an interesting thing to talk about with LAN, with the noisy environment, sometimes that spy can be a little more effective masking the decloak noise, but it's the Uber straight in. Alfredo Dan kills off that Heavy, ton of cap time down, and it feels like the dying breaths here of Cookout crew.
Yeah, everybody on Cookout crew pretty banged up. That's going to be the 5-0 in 12 minutes. Pretty good pace by Zone 6. And, well, maybe let the foot off the gas a little bit on that last round, but they were still coasting just fine into that 5th victory.
Yeah, showing why they are sort of being pegged as the second favorites for this tournament alongside like a G6. So a bit of a quick one to close it out on the Sunshine, but there's still plenty more games coming up. That will be our last one for today, the third game, but we are having the group stages going tomorrow on Twitch Online, and then we'll be back obviously on Sunday with the grand finals right here in Atlanta on the stage.
Yeah, we'll be excited to see G6 and how they can do against Zone 6. I think that will be like the biggest highlight match coming up out of this group stage. Still, some other great teams, though. Cat Noise's Black, and also great to see that Kyle Fett experience put up such a great fight against Zone 6. So Habib stepping in for like a G6 as well, and that'll be fun to see. Word on the street was that he was going to be playing Roamer. I saw him warming up demo, though, so I think he might have slipped back into old habits. Hard to see exactly how that is going to end up.
What is more classic TF2 than saying you're going to off-class and then not off-classing?
Or saying that you're going to retire and then showing up to the next event anyways. So,
Truly
that's
a 2-for-1 there.
Yeah, that's how that goes sometimes. But yeah, I think that's just about going to do it for us and today's broadcast. Like we've said, we got more coming up tomorrow, the rest of the group stage. I'm just trying to pull up when that is going to be kicking off.
Yeah, the group stage, I believe, for TF2 will be covered online, but on the stage tomorrow, we are still going to have a lot of other action for you. I believe CSGO Grand Finals will be casted here.
Age of Empire 4, Rocket League. Should be a lot of fun. Of course, we have to see how that land schedule pans out. I know that we are scheduled for an 11 a.m. local start time for Counter-Strike Go, but it depends on how far that they've gotten through the bracket today and how things might go tomorrow. My Age of Empire 4 co-caster I was going to cast with a good friend. He couldn't make it out to the event, unfortunately, but I'm really excited about that regardless. Should be a really good time. I love those real-time strategy games. I actually might have to run down to see if StarCraft is still happening or not, to be honest. So, any final thoughts, Ire?
No, just, it's been a great time. We hope to see everyone out here. Stay excited. If it's been your first time maybe watching Team Fortress 2 out in the crowd, we hope to see you come back here later on and catch the grand finals, catch those important games, and, maybe find something new for yourself,
Yeah, without a doubt.